You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So picture this. We're at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., the room glowing with lights, the audience buzzing, and the 2026 World Cup draw show rolling along in full glamours. Then, about half an hour into the program, everything takes a sharp turn. FIFA president Gianni Infantino steps up and announces something nobody quite expected: the very first FIFA Peace Prize. And he hands it directly to Donald Trump, calling him a close friend, as he presents a golden trophy, a medal, and a certificate. The moment feels unreal, even for an event that already blends politics, entertainment, and global sport. Infantino looks at Trump and says, "This is your prize, this is your Peace Prize." And just like that, a brand new award, one that many didn't even know existed until weeks earlier, is placed in Trump's hands. Trump's acceptance speech is brief but dramatic. He tells the crowd of about 2,000 people that this is one of the greatest honors of his life, and then he goes straight into describing conflicts he says he helped end. According to him, millions and millions of lives were saved. The audience reacts with a mix of applause and curiosity, perhaps even confusion, because the award itself had been surrounded by questions long before it was given. FIFA had introduced the Peace Prize only a month earlier, without any approval from its own council. No nominations were announced, no selection process was explained, and with Infantino's strong support of Trump, even publicly saying Trump deserved the Nobel Peace Prize, many assumed this new honor was created as a sort of substitute after Trump didn't win the Nobel. Critics didn't hold back. Human Rights Watch said there seemed to be no real process at all. No judges, no nominees, nothing.
Football supporters Europe called it an ego-stroking stunt, saying it was troubling to see such an award claimed to represent billions of fans without any transparency. Still, the show moved on, and the atmosphere became even more political. Trump stood on stage with Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum and Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney as they participated in a ceremonial group draw, even though the groups were already predetermined. Cameras flashed, applause echoed, and the night rolled forward like a mix of diplomacy and spectacle. Infantino has been open about his admiration for Trump, and with the World Cup coming to the US, Mexico, and Canada in 2026, their partnership has only grown more visible. Whether the FIFA Peace Prize becomes a respected annual award or remains remembered mainly for its controversial debut will depend on what comes next. But for now, that moment in Washington has already carved its place in football and political history, bold, unexpected, and completely unforgettable. Stay subscribed for more videos.